Here are the crickets.
I need the cricket one.
That works too.
Did you also know that Robin Williams improvised it was a drive-by fruiting?
I think Robin Williams just about improvised just about everything he ever
They
did.
gave him free reign.
Dude,
they just let him go off.
I want to see the rated R NC-17 version of Mrs. Doubtfire because they said that he ad-libs so much that apparently that there's an R-rated cut they could make.
I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
Real talk.
Do you not know?
Do I know? What do I know?
The Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. No, I'm not sure.
Welcome back to Real Talk After Dark, where we keep you real about life and film. We got a special milestone episode tonight, episode 80. I wish I had some poppers.
Wow. Well, we still have
effects
remnants of other poppers.
Yeah, special effects supervisor, please put that in. Oh, I don't have a special effects supervisor or budget yet on this show. Okay, my bad.
I'm sure you can do something with editing.
Just imagine it's fire. Yeah. Woo. Anyway,
yeah, put a sticker in it.
Just as that was improvised tonight, the most awesomest, maybe movie iconic moments that you do not know about, you may know about. We'll find out tonight on Real Talk as we bring up the most improvised lines on set. The actors brought up themselves as the character that was not in the script originally, that they actually kept in. It could have even been a blooper, as something as simple as, Star-Lord and Guardians of the Galaxy dropping the orb, bringing that up because he actually dropped the orb. It wasn't meant to happen, and it did, and he stayed in character. Pretty cool. Just dropped a quick bomb on y'all. So let's talk.
So does it have to specifically just be lines in the movie, or
could be
just any
Like a
background
blooper that they kept in the movie?
It's something that they did that they kept in the movie.
I know one of those.
You know what I mean?
I want to
Throw
go
some out.
first.
Y'all know something.
With Lord of the Rings. This one's my favorite one. So anybody who knows me knows that I absolutely love Lord of the Rings.
No.
Sure does.
The extended editions are the only correct editions to watch.
Oh boy.
For one.
It's a lot of walking.
For those of you who did not know.
It's a lot of walking.
Oh no, there is much more than walking. The books are a lot of walking. They're a little harder to get through.
Well, how do you
them.
do like 3 chapters of they're walking? They're walking some more.
Anyways.
And they walked again.
So in the
stopped.
scene where Mary and
continued
Pip, I'm
walking.
trying to tell my story.
Sorry.
You shush it now.
Sorry.
You shush it now.
I was telling my story as they continued walking.
Okay, well, no, you've already said I can go first, so you shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. So anyways, in the scene where Mary and Pippin are taken by the orcs, and the next morning Aragorn and Legolas stumble across the orc bodies that Rohan, the soldiers of Rohan, have just defeated and are burning. When he kicks the helmet of the orc, he breaks his foot. But he stays in character the entire scene. So his anguish was he'd just broken his foot.
Did you know that?
And he remained in character until they called cut.
How cool is that?
He did not stop just because he broke his foot. He kept
Isn't that amazing?
going.
I didn't know that about Lord of the Rings, but there was another movie that I just recently saw the behind the scenes where the same thing happened, where the guy kicked something, broke his foot, and kept going.
Tom Cruise did that.
But it was so real that they kept it in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna throw in a quick one. I think it was the second to last one, not the Deadly Reckoning parts, but the one before that. With Henry Cavill, I think. But anyway, he's running across the roof and he did that big jump across. I don't know if you remember that scene, but he actually landed in his right ankle, I believe. You can even see it on camera snap.
You can see it snap.
And he actually just pulled himself up and you can see him limping, but he kept going on camera.
He kept going.
But
as much as I dislike Tom Cruise, I can respect him for that.
Yeah.
I can respect him for staying going.
Yeah, I mean, same with Vigo. I mean,
Oh,
geez.
absolutely, yeah. I've seen countless hours of behind the scenes.
I would have said, owie, owie.
There was one day I just fell into a rabbit hole, so I just have a bunch of Lord of the Rings background knowledge.
You got something you want to drop?
I mean, one of the bloopers, but I think everybody knows about this in Star Wars, where a stormtrooper bumps his head.
Oh, right, yeah. And they kept that one in.
Kept it in.
That was funny. That was a good.
I got a list
But
here.
it fit because the movie had a lot of funny parts too, you know.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
Yeah.
I didn't get time to write them down, so I got to go new school and not old school with the tech. Googles, which is I already get my info and I'll write it down, but now I got it digital.
Anyways,
let's go old school. 1942's Casablanca. Did you know that Humphrey Bogart reportedly ad-libbed the famous line, "He's still looking at you, kid"?
yes, I did know that actually.
No.
That's so cool. Yeah.
He's still looking at you, kid.
It's crazy that some of these iconic lines we know are literally ad-libbed
yeah.
and just
So-
added in.
Something as simple as I was just telling her, we were just talking about the Terminator the other night, about how whenever Arnold, when it was coming to that scene in the police station when he says "I'll be back," you know, and that's how it was written in the script, "I'll be back." But he was telling James, he goes, "I feel as a Terminator, I wouldn't be using contractions or commas, or you know what I mean, like or not. That's a contraction, right? Is that what I'm saying?" What?
Here are the crickets.
I need the cricket one.
That works too.
What is that?
That's a drunk cricket.
What is that bitch?
Sorry, explain it one more time.
Like CANT.
Coherently?
What is that bitch? A comma? That ain't no comma because the comma comes out.
Apostrophe?
Apostrophe. Is that what that bitch is? Apostrophe.
You mean whenever you're abbreviating words?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is that apostrophe?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I get it. Okay. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Stop
Today's
pressing-
lesson is on apostrophe.
Yeah, stop pressing the button, Bill. Okay, I get it.
I shouldn't be
Anyway,
surprised because I'm a
I don't know why. Anyway, I just
Anyway.
went off topic
Yeah,
rant
you
just
did.
like we always typically do. But anyway,
Yeah.
Terminator.
Our listeners should be
I'll be
worse.
back. Arnold said that I don't feel as a Terminator, I would be using that. You know, I would say I will be back. And James Cameron basically said, like, "Are you the director, like writer or director of this movie?" And he's like, "No." And he's like, "All right, well, you don't tell me how to direct, and I won't tell you how to act." And so he did the scene, and it became the most iconic line in history.
Iconic
I'll
as
be
hell.
back. You know what I mean? And it's funny too because it's just like it was great. It was great. I love that so much.
I have another really good one.
What do you got?
As I've mentioned many times on this podcast before, Disturbia is one of my favorite movies.
Here we go again.
I have watched the commentary many times.
Yeah, we get it. The DVD scratch. You got like
Yes.
2 or 3 copies. You got a Blu-ray
So,
and digital now because
In the commentary, it is Shia, the director, and no, it's just Shia and the director, I think.
Oh, you should know
Is
this
Ashley
girl.
in it too?
Oh boy,
But anyways, so there's the part, have you guys seen it? I know you've
it's
probably
been forever, girl.
What was it?
Disturbia. So it's about
Shia LaBeouf.
I have, but it's been so long I don't really remember.
yeah.
So
anything.
good.
At the beginning of the movie, his dad dies, and it's
spoiler.
if you haven't seen it by now, that's your own fault.
gonna
It's
say,
been
it's
out
almost-
for 20,
I was gonna
almost
say, I
30
think,
years.
honestly, I
You
was gonna
have
say,
been warned.
Well, I was gonna say, I think honestly next year because it came out in 2007 or 8. It's gonna be next year or the year after. It's gonna be 20.
So
freaking
20 years old. So if you haven't seen it by now, it's your own fault.
It's a good one.
And then the whole movie is him under house arrest and discovering his neighbor is a serial killer.
Well, not
and-
just because his dad died. He
No.
punched his teacher because he
Yeah,
brought
he
up.
punched his teacher out.
He said, "What would your father think?"
And he did not take that
Yeah.
well. But and there's a scene where he's on house arrest where his ankle monitor is itching really bad. And they tell him to do it a certain way. They don't tell him why they want him to do it a certain way. So whenever they pan the camera around, you think he's whacking off.
Because he had his back to the camera and he's just.
And it wasn't until after he watched it, he was like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah, it's so funny because it's funny because like you hear like because he's up against like the washer or dryer, so you hear like banging up against it. He's got his like leg propped up too, and because he's getting like that itch, he's like oh yeah, you know what I mean. And then they're panning across, and you just get that like so from the back, he's just
Yeah, you think he's just whacking off.
just
It's
getting it, dude.
hilarious. It's one of my favorite movies for so many different reasons, but that's one of them.
I really just because just thinking of like just camera trickery and stuff like that. Just like I think Austin Powers, like the trilogy, has like some of the best ones where they do the shadow puppetry, and it looks like they're doing like really weird thing where she's shoving stuff up his butt and everything.
Yeah,
like,
that was funny.
I know that's not technically like improv, is probably, but I just thinking of like just how things look wrong, camera trickery, and where the guards see him and they're like, "What is going on?" It looks like she's pulling stuff out like a rope out of his butt, but it's actually like she's pulling out of a bag.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
You know what I mean? From behind.
Hilarious.
When you cut
It's
inside,
hilarious.
he's bent over looking at something, and she's pulling stuff out of the bag. But when they cut out to the shadows, it looks like, and then
good.
or the one whenever I think it was in Goldmember, because that was whenever Austin Powers and Mini-Me were like buddies, and they went to that one. They were in that place, acting as the doctor. And that one doctor saw like where he like dropped his hand dropped or something, and he was like eating an apple, and he's like, "You want some?" And then he had the apple, and like it looked like his wiener was like, he threw the apple up to him and high fiving it like the shot. He's just like, "What the?"
Yeah, I remember that. That's funny.
Anyway, sorry.
You're good.
You guys know any others?
I do. I have
you
another one.
don't.
But Bill, if you have one.
I was gonna say there was a film I did that I didn't realize what they had done until after I saw it in the theater. And it was a Christmas movie I did called Expect Delays. It's still on Amazon under
I feel like I've seen that before.
the greatest. Let's see what did they changed the name? The Hallmark of an All-American Family Christmas.
Yeah, I bought it.
We
We own it. Yeah, we own it.
All right. So, thank you.
Absolutely.
I think she got it
So-
that night.
I did. That night I bought it.
So in the movie, there's a scene where we all go to a ice skating rink. And I had never been on ice skates before in my life. Now, I've roller skated, but I didn't know if I had the ankle strength, because I just didn't know if I could do it because I'd never done it.
Absolutely understand and agree.
Yeah. But we had the entire rink to ourselves that night. It was an overnight shoot, and we had the whole rink. And so I'm out there, and I get up, and I'm skating around. I'm doing pretty good. And I'm skating around this rink. They got the whole family out there, and we're skating around. And I'm doing pretty good until I fell.
Oh, no.
When I fell, I'm sitting there on the ice, and I'm trying to get up, and I couldn't. Every time I get up, I'd slip. I couldn't do it. So what I did is I saw the railing over to the side, and I start crawling on my hands and my knees to get to that railing, not knowing that they were filming me. So I'm in the theater and I'm watching, and all of a sudden I see myself crawling across, and everybody in the theater is laughing. I'm going, "What have you done?" I yelled up to the director, "What have you done?"
think it's just a part of the movie.
They think it's part of the movie. It's like, no, that's real. I couldn't. I was crawling for my life to get to
I want to let you know whenever we watch it this Christmas, because we are waiting until Christmas to watch
Oh,
it.
snap.
I will take a screenshot of that part and I will send it to you so you know when we're watching it.
I couldn't believe they did that.
I
It's
can't
like,
wait
oh,
to watch it.
They filmed that. That was real.
gonna
You
be
know,
good.
it's like,
It is going to be good.
I'm going to definitely be looking out for that. As soon as we get to the ice skating rink, I'm gonna be like, where are you, Bill?
there he goes, crawling on his hands and knees.
Yeah. Getting it.
So this next one is another one that's a little bit more like behind the scenes kind of stuff. When and if you know me again,
Oh, boy. Here we go.
A Christmas Carol is one of my favorite Christmas stories.
Well, it's got your boyfriend in it, right?
This next one next one has some Johnny Depp in it, and I can't.
I thought you were talking
wait.
about Jared Padalecki.
I thought you were talking about the Muppets.
No, that's Christmas
he's in
Cottage.
Cottage, yeah.
No, I'm talking about A Christmas Carol. It's one of my favorite stories. I've seen every single adaptation, including the original.
Excited about the new one, real quick?
Yes,
about that one.
absolutely.
There's a
I
new
can't
Christmas
wait.
Carol?
Coming
Yes,
out.
there's going to be two. There's going to be
Guess
one
who
with
said-
Johnny Depp,
Yes, sir.
and the other one
I forget.
I do forget.
But there was a behind the scenes image, and we both. He looks.
I'm so excited.
It doesn't even look like Johnny Depp. And apparently, they're shot. It doesn't even look like Johnny Depp.
Really?
Yeah,
He's got
and-
a lot of makeup again.
Play Scrooge. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
well,
They
yeah,
dressed
I
him
mean,
up to be an old man.
Always does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean, he looks older and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but apparently at Cinecon they showed some footage, and apparently, like, they said it's really good. Like, he's unrecognizable.
I'm so
he
excited.
Probably puts on a good, old man voice.
Honestly, you know whose adaptation I would love to see
Uh-oh.
is Tim Burton do it.
No, Christopher Nolan do.
That would be a good one too.
Different. That would, Christopher, that would be.
But
bring in Batman.
but anyways, one of my favorite Christmas Carol adaptations is The Muppets Christmas Carol.
I knew it.
That's right. I
knew it.
mentioned that. I knew it. I knew it. I thought
knew
you were
it.
going to say
I knew
Muppets.
it.
It is one of
I
my
love the Muppets.
favorites. It's adorable. It's just one of my favorites. But the actor
one of
and
our
I'm
favorites, if you didn't
terrible
know.
with names. I
One of
am
our
terrible
favorites.
with names.
No, you're not. Who is it? Oh,
Alfred. He plays Alfred. I know he plays Alfred.
Freaking
But anyways-
I know who you're talking about, and I can't think of
Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Yes,
English,
yes,
English
yes.
accent, yeah.
When they first, be careful, Ryan. You know they're flimsy.
And there's 8-legged freaks in this one. They're going to crawl out. And...
But anyways, whenever they basically were pitching him for the movie and everything, he was like, "I'll do it, but I am not going to pretend that they're Muppets. I'm going to pretend that they are people, and this is a serious movie."
Better.
And that's why it was. I just feel like that's why it was so good.
It was.
Yeah.
Because it didn't feel like just another Muppets movie.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about the Muppets movie is they aren't like, because even Treasure Island is like that.
One of my
how
favorites
many,
is
you're
the
talking
Cape
about just
Crusader.
the number of versions of Christmas Carol. It's been done in just about every sitcom, every TV series.
Jim Carrey, that was the
They-
first
they
motion
always have
capture
it.
Christmas Carol.
They've done it in animated movie like the Flintstones, even.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've done it so many different ways, and the funny thing is that they're all fun because it's
They're
seen through
different.
the eyes
They're
of these
different.
characters.
Yes.
Some of them are dark, some
Yeah.
of them are funny, some of them are
Yes. I love them.
don't
I
take
love
themselves too.
Christmas
It just
Carol.
depends, you know. It really all just depends on what they end up with.
It is by far my favorite Christmas story.
Who's doing the Johnny Depp one? Is that Tim
I
Burton?
forget, man.
Because
It's
they
not
work
Tim
a
Burton.
lot together. That's why I was thinking.
Yeah, no, I don't.
You gonna search that one?
Huh?
You search that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll bring up the next one. You guys ready for this one? Did you know that the one of the most iconic lines from Jaws, "We're gonna need a bigger boat," was improvised by Roy Schneider? Did you know that? Can you believe that?
did
What'd you
not.
say?
The
Yeah,
most
that's an
iconic
iconic
line
line.
from Jaws when he says, "We're gonna need a bigger boat." That was
Oh yeah,
Improvised.
yeah, that was improvised.
Did
I
you,
remember you
did
telling
you
me
know
about
that?
Was the line? Does anybody know in Jurassic Park where he looks in the rearview mirror and says, "Faster, we must go faster"? Is that improvised or is
I
that
don't know. Might be.
faster? We must go faster.
I don't know. Which one is that, sir? Do you know? Did you know that Han
Jeff
Solo?
Goldblum was the one that said the line.
Did you know Han Solo responding to "I love you" as saying "I know"? Is
I knew that. Yeah, I know.
I figured you'd probably know
Yeah,
that
I
one.
knew that one.
What about The Shining when Jack Nicholson ad-libbed, "Here's Johnny"? Did you know that was
I was
ad-libbed?
thinking that was ad lib, but
Sure was. Sure was. I know she probably might not appreciate it.
What is it?
From The Shining, did you know "Here's Johnny" was improvised?
I did not. I
The
don't care for
iconic
that movie,
here.
so I don't know much.
That's why I
about it.
figured.
yeah,
you
I'm the
wouldn't care
same
for that one.
way. I thought Jack Nicholson was just being Jack Nicholson. I mean, it was good for what it was, but it was not The Shining. It was not because I read the book and I was
Oh, chill.
yeah
It is nothing like the
nothing
book.
like the book.
The only thing that they kept were people's names.
and the
only thing
lady in the
is
room,
the
which
series,
they
right?
concentrate the whole thing with the lady in the bathroom.
Yes.
The whole movie centered around that, and it's like
Yeah.
That's literally the main point of the
Yeah.
entire fucking thing is the lady in the bathtub, and they
Yeah.
completely cut her out.
What?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
would they do that?
And then the fucking twins out of nowhere. Like, I get it's an iconic scene, but that's not in the book.
nah.
hey,
You
he's
know
making
what-
his own, putting his own stamp on it, bro.
Well, it was a shitty stamp. How dare he
Dang.
take
Even Stephen
Stephen
King
King
did not like it.
They had to pay him to shut up.
Stephen King did his own miniseries.
I
which
absolutely
was
own
great.
it. I love it.
That,
it's my favorite.
That nailed it.
I never seen it until she
On the
showed
Even the
me.
hedge animals at the end.
Yes.
They even had the hedge animals.
It was
It
perfect.
wasn't a maze where they're walking through a maze.
No,
It was like,
it was
seriously?
beautiful. It was
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he had no idea it existed before
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Really?
I just grew up on Kubrick
He had
Shining.
no idea
That's why
it existed.
As a filmmaker, that's why I love.
Have you read the book?
No, I don't really
You have
read.
no say.
I don't really. I've never really read the Harry Potter books. I've never read the Harry Potter books. None of that. So
I'm the reader of us.
Hey.
That's why my library is over there.
Hey, you talking to me? You talking to me? Robert De Niro, Taxi Driver. When you talking to me? That was improvised. Did you know that? When he's doing the you talking
Oh
to
my
me?
gosh, I just
That-
had
that was
Oh boy,
improvised?
she had a brain fart. Yes, it
no,
was.
not a brain fart, but a light bulb
Oh boy.
in Harry Potter and oh gosh, the tournament one, Goblet of Fire. where he takes the liquid luck. He was actually drunk on set.
Really?
Yeah, he had a severe drinking problem during those movies, during the few of those movies. So he was actually drunk on set. He was drunk during that. That's why he played it so chill.
In Princess Bride, the MLT scene, did you know that Billy Crystal improvised nearly all of his lines?
And which one did?
And Princess Bride, Billy Crystal improvised most of his lines.
Oh, as Miracle Max? Yeah, I did know that. Ryan, you know I'm terrible with names. You got to tell me who we play.
Sometimes it works better though, because the character or the actor playing the character knows his character more than anybody.
Yes, absolutely. I
So
love that.
He knows
You can create the character and make it your
Right.
own.
That's why, as a director, I mean, Bill knows this too. As a director, like I'll have like an outline, a script. They know what to go off of, so they know what they're walking into. But I also let them know that they can play with it if they feel they would say something else or similar to it, or add to it that you feel that, you know what I mean? You know how it is. I mean, I want you to make that
Sometimes
character
those
your
are
own, you know?
I did it was like a series. I think it was only like 5 before they stopped it, but I played a really jerky. It's always fun playing a jerk. But I played a really jerky
I couldn't see
senator.
you as a jerk.
Oh, you ought to see this one episode. I was a jerk. I was like talking with. I had a cowboy hat and was clean shaven. I was talking with a southern accent, you know. And I get home and I married this woman simply so I would look good as far as marrying somebody of a different culture, so to speak. Okay. And she says, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I said, you can and you will. and she says, so she goes off and I say something about her son and she goes to smack me. And in the script, all I was supposed to do is block it and smack her and then turn around and walk away. And instead I smacked her and I stopped for a minute and I went, don't you ever do that again. Don't you ever do that again.
Should have seen his performance in Plain White Van.
Yeah, I added some things there.
He was creepy in that one. Bro.
Where I went
I'll
like this,
watch
I
it.
went.
Ooh, I bet that was eerie.
The girl's she's tied up and she's screaming, and I bend down and I go,
It's creepy watching him
and
do
then I
that
went
too.
over and I touched her lips gently, kind of touched her. That was all.
Oh my
I
gosh.
added
I
all
bet
Yeah.
that's funny.
It was just in the moment. It's like that. I just felt that's what he would do, you know. So,
Dude, speaking of like stuff that happens like that in the moment, like going into the Dark Knight with the Heath Ledger as the Joker.
Oh yeah.
The ballroom scene whenever he's walking up to the Maggie Gyllenhaal's character, Rachel, and he walks up to her, you know, he's like, oh, you know, hello, beautiful. And he's like, walks up to her, you know, and he grabs her. Whenever that wasn't in the script, he like, you know what I mean? So whenever you see her look over, she's actually trying to look over at Christopher Nolan, like the director, to be like, you know, what do I do? Like help me. And then that's why he's like, no, look at me. Like brings her back and he's like, look at me. You know what I mean? Like snaps her back in, and then he goes on with his monologue, and it's just like that was just all him in the moment, and the character just reached out for her, like, come here, you know. And then she's just like, what do I do? And he's just like, no, look at me. You know what I mean? It's like, woo.
Yep.
That's that like that really added to the, and then you can see the fear in her eyes. It's like it's almost like she's not acting anymore. You know what I mean? Like
it's fun when they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like the old Hitchcock movies, Psycho and the Birds. He couldn't get the reaction out of her, and he was supposedly in real life. Hitchcock was kind of a real jerk.
Oh yeah,
he was a master at what he
have
did.
Have you seen his movie Hitchcock where
yes, Anthony Hopkins.
Yes, plays him. I still need her to watch
we need to see it.
It's a good one.
Well, and they cover that in there too, where he comes up and actually terrorizes her.
He does.
So her screen, that was what you see in the movie is real terror.
Yeah,
because he didn't let her know.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with the birds, with having real birds in there, and the girl, she was really terrorized, you know, and he did that without telling them, so he could get that real reaction out of them.
Yeah.
And I hate it whenever people do that to actors or actresses, because, and that's another reason I hate The Shining, is because of what they did to the woman that played Wendy. Fuck them.
Rest in peace.
Fuck them in that entire movie.
Shelley Duvall, right?
What did you do?
Shelley Duvall?
They terrorized her.
Oh yeah, and Shining, dude. Yeah,
They were
Kubrick.
awful to her.
You ever seen the behind the scenes, dude? Like
Just
they're
watch.
awful.
Honestly, watch a 10-minute documentary.
She
You'll
was-
know everything you'll need to.
She was
And
terrible.
she went on.
Didn't
she
she-
had a
haven't
rough
she-
life after
She
that.
did,
She had
she
a
did.
mental breakdown.
It was
and-
because
Yeah, it
of
was
that
because
movie.
of that
Yeah.
movie.
It was because of that
So
movie.
that's honestly another reason that I will never put a single dime into that movie. I will
get it.
never support
And I
it.
like Shelley Duvall. She was
No,
excellent
she-
as olive oil
Yes.
in the Popeye
Oh
movie.
yeah, she was.
Absolutely.
She was perfect.
perfect.
She was
She was
perfect
the
olive oil.
perfect olive.
Yeah.
And I
olive
love
oil.
that movie. The only thing I didn't like was they had to sing everything. You know, it's like I
It was-
thought Robin Williams
yeah.
was the perfect Popeye. I
He
thought
did
she was
make
a great
perfect olive
Popeye.
oil. The sets and everything looked so cool.
Yeah.
But they had to sing everything, and that just wasn't the way it was in the Popeye cartoons I
Yeah.
grew up
And that's
with.
fair. That's fair.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun,
I have two off the top of my head.
No, you do not.
I do.
There they are, right up there. I see 'em.
Exactly.
I see 'em.
Actually, one of them is down.
Down here in your private
right, actually,
area.
yes, one of them is right here.
Do not touch.
So in one of the seasons of
boy.
Supernatural, Jared Padalecki broke his arm and they worked it into the script.
And they put the lock all the way, and he couldn't unlock it. You showed me that one.
That's a blooper from behind the scene. Whenever they were trying to break into one of the houses in the season, the lock was turned too much.
And the director is getting
And
pissed.
he was like trying. No, he wasn't getting pissed, but he
was
was.
like, "Open the
Jared was
window."
getting pissed. He goes. They were like, "Open the window," and he's like,
I can't.
I can't. I literally can't." It was so
He
funny.
says, I'm going to come in there and kick your ass. That was a good one.
And then the other one, oh gosh, I just lost it.
Oh, boy. She lost it.
I know.
Give her silence. Give her silence.
I found it, and I put it back in your head. So carry on. Carry on
You
my way.
put the wrong thing in her head.
Uh-oh. What did I put in her
'Cause
head?
that she's gonna kill you.
Oh, yeah. She did kind of look at me when I gave her a little bop.
I saw that.
And she was like, what the? Where'd that come from?
You guys continue on. Let me think about it.
Carry on my wayward son.
Oh, that was another one actually for Dean Winchester in actually one of my favorite episodes. It's called Yellow Fever, and he gets infected with this ghostly disease. Yes, that's my favorite. With this ghostly disease that makes him terrified of everything. So there's one scene where Sam's kind of fed up with him and he's like, just stay in the car. Just stay in the car. So Dean's in the back seat and he's listening to Eye of the Tiger. And so the scene is supposed to play out with Sam walking up and knocking on the window, scaring the shit out of him. But they don't call Sam over. And so Jared Padalecki's character, he stays off to the side. And Jensen just goes off on singing Eye of the Tiger. He gets up on the car and he's dancing and lip singing to it. And he even like does, because in the episode he has to itch because it's so like the rash is itchy. It's the funniest blooper.
Oh.
And they left it on the
Pass it
DVD
on.
like as a blooper, and it's so cute. I love
I've
it.
got
I'll
the
take
entire
it.
series too.
Oh.
I've seen it. I've got, just like you, the entire series.
Oh.
I love Supernatural.
I did too. The only thing is, I thought they should have ended after like season 10 or after they. I think it went on because they kept repeating themselves.
Yeah.
Like, how many times can each character go to hell and come back? How
Yeah.
many times can you avert the apocalypse?
Exactly.
I mean, they went back to the same storyline and kind of repeated several storylines. They repeated.
Yeah, in
Because
just
they were
different
running,
ways.
they were running out of ideas.
Yeah, honestly, I'm glad it ended, and
Yeah.
I'm glad it ended where it did.
The
Like,
finale was fantastic.
I haven't seen the finale yet. I'm behind.
Well,
I'm
here,
behind.
let me tell you about it.
No.
What
I do know
happens
about
is,
it. I do know about it. I know what happens.
It's excellent.
It's been spoiled
You've
for
got-
me, and
you've
that's
gotta-
fine.
You've got to see the finale.
Oh, I absolutely will still
it was
watch
it was worth all the seasons in between that. You know.
She's got them all. And she hasn't even opened like seasons
I know.
12 through 15, yo.
The animated one.
Scared me.
I love it.
You know another really cool, fun one?
What's that?
This comes from Scream. Sir Matthew Lillard. Did you know that the scene whenever Billy's on the phone and then he throws it at Stu, did you know that he didn't actually throw it and it wasn't in the script? It actually slipped out of his hand. So that line when he says, "Oh, you hit me with the phone, dick," it was unscripted. And then because nobody called cut, he kept going. And that's when he picked up the phone and said, "Did you really call the cops?" And she's like, "You bet your sweet ass I did." He goes, "My mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me." Unscripted. That was all Matthew
That's
Lillard.
beautiful.
Because they didn't call
And those
cut.
are
He kept
iconic.
going.
Yeah, and
He
that's
just kept
iconic.
going.
I love Matthew
Yeah.
so much. Oh, I have a
Which
video
is
to
why
show
I
you.
believe he's got to come back. Scream 8, bro. They better. I told her, said if they're bringing in new writers, that's the thing, you know. It's gonna be a whole new team, whole new.
When is that coming out?
It's gonna be next year because they're already rolling, like getting ready to roll soon, dude. They're getting ready to. They're just punching. They're just grinding gears, getting ready. Boom, 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 shakalaka. But if they don't get the hints and go the route that I think that they're gonna go, like we talked about, it's a missed opportunity. And you guys know how big of a Stu is dead fan I was, like, because there's like no way.
Oh
but
my gosh, you
honestly,
were so persistent about it,
but
and I'm just like, let's just love Matthew, please.
But and it's not just as good as Matthew is, because like seeing him back and like seeing how vengeful he was, like knowing, because there's no way that's AI Stu when he first calls, bro.
Yeah, no, that's real.
I showed her the video. She hasn't watched the full movie, but I showed
to.
her just that scene, and I was like, that's Stu.
Yeah.
Like he's close up, he's personal, it's moving. And then like the rest of the time you see the AI, it's stationary, he's a little bit further back. And that's how they can like fake all that stuff. But like he was personal with it, you know what I mean? And said things that only she would have known, you know, like, "I always had a thing for you, Sid." And how giddy he was. He was like,
Yeah.
like, dude,
It's
he was
absolutely him.
That was Stu. You can't tell. And I'm like, I can. They're movies. I mean, we got to suspend our disbelief a little bit because honestly, as much as Sydney's been stabbed and Dewey's been stabbed.
Oh my gosh,
you know
they all
I mean?
should have
Like,
been dead a long time ago.
I mean, we all got to like.
Let's be real.
But Gail should have died in 6. She should have. I'm not gonna lie. She should have died in 6. But I can suspend my disbelief a little bit to think that he somehow survived and has been somehow a mastermind, not since 2 or nothing, because he's obviously, I think, Mike maybe been in a coma, been in a psych ward, stuff like that. But I do think that somehow when he escaped and left, I do believe that he was behind the events of like 5 and 6 and like he's been bringing these people together like a cult. I believe because that was the plan of 3 when they were wanting to bring him back. They wanted.
I think
they were going to do a cult,
be
and I think they're going
a
to
big
finally
money
get there.
maker for him because there's going to be people that maybe weren't planning to see it, and if they find this out, they're going to go see it just for that. Even
Dude,
yeah,
I mean,
it's going to be a big blockbuster for them if they decide to go that route.
These new writers, I hope that they took the hints and they're listening to the fans because I believe it can work. Because I'm not the only one that thinks that. Like, that's why I got the idea because I was listening to so many different fan theories and how it could work, and then going back and watching it again and like seeing it and watching the clip and then seeing the other clips when he's AI Stu and he's
Brian
just so
really
personal.
loves Scream.
He's so personal, and I'm just like, bro. And then because the fact, I mean, we talked about it in the first Scream when they're sitting at the well when they're talking about Casey Becker being gutted, and they're like, how could somebody do that? And Stu just immediately was like, well, you see, what you do is, you know, and he starts talking about how you take them, you know, you stab them from, you go from groin to stern, you know, he starts talking about that like immediately, and Billy's like, you know, like fucking kicks him, like, dude, like he immediately snaps into psycho mode. And you think about it, like, I just don't feel like Amber, because it was Amber, because Richie was in the elevator. It was Amber that they said, you know, killed Dewey. I just don't buy that. I think it was Stu, because he gutted Dewey from sternum to groinum, front and back. That had to have been Stu. And then I feel like the attack in New York on Gail, I feel like that had to have been Stu. You know, I feel like he's personal with them. Because it's the OG characters. He could care less about these new characters right now. You know what I mean?
If they,
like, he's going after them. Like,
I hope that the next one, I hope that they wrap up everything.
I got winded there.
So it doesn't just keep going on and on and on just as a moneymaker. I mean, I want to see, if they're going to conclude the series, I want to see them conclude it in a big way. Unlike what they did with Halloween movie, which really ticked me off.
Yeah, but I see it as this. If they can end it with 9 by 9, that's a good 3-part trilogy because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that'd be a good 3-part trilogy. That's how I felt with like Saw. Well, they only did up to 7.
Isn't it like Saw 57 now or something?
I have no idea. They just keep on going and going and going and going and going, like the Energizer Bunny.
Have you ever, talking about scenes that were real for the actors, where there wasn't a whole lot of acting? Did you ever watch the Waltons? You might not have ever seen the Waltons.
I don't think so.
Have you heard about the Waltons? About a family. It went on for 9 seasons, and then they had 6 reunion movies after that.
Oh, okay.
And So I just finished watching the entire first 9 seasons. And I've started on the 6 movies. Shows this family growing up. I mean, when the kids start, they're like real young, and by the end of it, man, they're getting married, they're having kids and stuff like that. But there was an actress in there, Ellen Corby, which I didn't care for her character so much, but I have so much respect for her as an actress. During the series run, about 6th season maybe, or maybe it was 5th. In real life, she had a stroke,
Oh shit.
and so they wrote that storyline into
Oh,
a
cool.
thing, and she was out for like the whole season.
Oh shit.
And at the end of the one season, I'm trying to think it was 7th season maybe, she came back, but in real life she had aphasia. She couldn't talk. One side of her side, like her left, can't remember left or right, was actually paralyzed. But she came back and played the character, and they played it
That's so
as
cool.
real, like her real character had it.
Yeah.
And so when she's talking, no, she could only get like one word thing, and that was real. And so the reactions on the actors and actresses that's in that was real.
That's awesome.
And Will Geer played, this is the saddest part, Will Geer, and he played Grandpa. And like I said, Ellen Corby played the grandma. They were very close in real life. They didn't love each other, but they were very, very close in real life. And the chemistry between them in the show was always so special. In the episode Grandma Comes Home, where she comes home, where you see her for the first time with this, and they're all trying to deal with her. They kind of overprotect her and she's trying not to get mad, and so the scenes between the two of them are real. I mean, you could just see it, and hugging. Well, that was the last episode of the one season. 3 weeks later, Will Geer died. Grandpa died.
Oh,
and so they had to write that into the series. So the first episode of the next season showed them up there paying tribute to him, at the gravesite, and Grandma having a hard time going up there. But you could see it wasn't just a story. For one, if you had grown up with them, like I did, and even just seeing that, the pain, the anguish, it was real. It was not, it wasn't all, if somebody's crying, they were really crying. Maybe not for the character, but for the person in real life who had died. And they'd spent so much time together.
That's cool.
But they actually wrote those things into the series so that they could keep them going, because she wanted to keep, or she wanted to, but she had the aphasia. And that's the only way that they could keep going. And it was very realistic, very heartfelt. So much respect for her.
They did that with I forget what the title, if it was like 8 Simple Steps or something like that, but with John Ritter. He was in that. He had a series, and he passed away on the show, actually. But they wrote that into the series because the show continued, but they wrote that into the series that the dad had passed away. And that first episode coming back, I didn't watch the show specifically, but I watched the last episode he was in just out of respect. And then I watched the first episode coming in just to see how it was. And like, you could even, it just like, it was something felt off. Like you could feel it. And like the characters, like they were like, they definitely weren't acting that episode at all. Because I mean, it was obviously mainly like not that they had the funeral, but it was almost like they had the funeral already. And it was like that day, and they'd come home from it type thing, and like you could just feel it. You know what I mean? But,
I love it when they paid tribute to.
Yeah. Plus, he was a great
actor that had acted. What was it? The guy Beverly Hills 90210. What was his name? The young guy.
I never watched that show.
And he was in the series Riverdale.
Okay.
And
because they wrote his death in Riverdale.
They wrote his death in Riverdale.
Yep, I know exactly who you're talking about.
They had all worked with him, and there's such a beautiful tribute that they did for him.
Yeah.
Because he died while doing the series Riverdale.
Yeah, it was like the middle of the series, wasn't it?
Yeah. And
they had to rewrite a bunch of stuff.
Because he was one of the main characters. And he was so good in this.
He was.
And he was really good. He was one of he was my favorite in Beverly Hills 90210, the original.
See, and I didn't know that he was in that. I never saw that.
He was the main I wish I could think of his name.
I was honestly just thinking about him.
Yeah.
and I couldn't
I can
remember his
picture him.
name.
I see him right now.
So
I same.
speaking of something very similar to that is the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. Have you seen that one with Heath Ledger?
Oh yeah,
That was his final film, and that he filmed all of his live action stuff first. Then he went on his 2-week break, and that's whenever he had passed away. So he didn't get to come back and finish the other half, which was all going to be CGI, because it's basically about this like magician, and it's like you go inside this mirror, and it's like a magical place, like a world. It's different. It's really weird. So it wasn't
they do
even.
it well.
Yeah, they do it very well. It's respectful, but because of the fact that they shot all of his live action stuff, they got him going into the mirror and coming out of the mirror, but never him in the mirror, you know? So they brought in Jude Law, Johnny Depp, and Colin Farrell to because he goes in the mirror 3 times. So each time he goes in, it's almost like he changes appearance.
Yeah,
So
he's
it really fits well into the movie for story-wise for that to happen, and for them to not only that, but to save Heath Ledger's performance.
What show was this?
It's a movie. It was Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. It was Heath Ledger's final movie.
It's very good. Ryan showed me.
He did. It was after
have to
the Dark
watch
Knight, so he went from Dark Knight to this movie. And it's so sad because he was already passed away at this point, because he passed away before
Best Joker ever, in my opinion.
And he passed away before even the Dark Knight came out. So this movie had come out post-mortem. It was like 2 or 3 years after he had already been passed, you know what I mean? And but the first time you see his character on screen, he's hanging under the bridge like lifeless, and they end up bringing him back to life, you know what I mean? But like, it's so sad seeing him like that, like first thing. But just, I gotta throw it out there out of respect and tribute to those 3 actors that stepped in. They didn't take a single penny. They actually gave it to his daughter, put it in like a savings bank for her when she turned 18 to be able to gain allowance of that. But they did it all for free for her, for Heath, and for to save his performance and stuff. And it really works in the movie. Like, you wouldn't have known that if you wouldn't if you didn't know that otherwise.
I need to watch it. Is that streaming anywhere?
I don't know, but we own it.
I do own it on Blu-ray. I do own that one.
It's everybody says
it's good.
like this is why I like physical media, because it says it's streaming. No, it's not streaming. I still can't find My Girl. It's
still haven't? I haven't looked to see if I own that.
I found it. It's on Amazon, but they want you to pay for it. It's like the movie is like what, from the 80s or 90s,
something like that.
It's like
early
in the
90s.
Early 90s.
Yeah.
And they want you to pay for it, but yet they'll put the new blockbusters out there that you can watch for free streaming because you've already paid for the service. So why should you pay extra for it? Just ticks me off.
Oh yeah. Obviously it's I'm the king of the world. That was obviously that was improvised. Did you guys know that one?
I did know that.
No, you didn't.
Of course I did.
Of the original Beverly Hills 90210.
The Empire Strikes Back.
What about it? The I Know I Love You?
Yes.
I already said that. You didn't hear
Okay.
it?
No.
Oh my goodness. She didn't hear us talking about I Know I Love You. I know.
I did not hear that.
Luke Perry.
It's okay.
Luke Perry was the one that had.
That's right.
Yeah.
You are correct. You are absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington in Training Day. The King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Improvised, y'all. Improvised.
Did you do the Willy Wonka one?
Which one is that?
When Gene Wilder comes out, it was his idea to do the tumble.
Oh yes,
he wanted to. And he didn't tell the directors or anybody anything. So whenever people were reacting, they were genuinely thinking that Gene Wilder had fallen, and that's why they start going towards him. But he immediately does his thing.
Ta-da!
Yeah. So that was the entire scene was all Gene Wilder's idea, and he told no one.
I'm glad they had the cameras rolling.
Yeah. Well, he said his thought process was basically that no one would know if he, as the character, was ever telling the truth or a lie.
Did you know from Young Frankenstein when they said, "Wait, where are you going?" "I'm going to make an espresso." It was improvised.
I did not. That's cool.
Did you know in the Breakfast Club, the famous scene when they open up and reveal why they're in detention, specific lines were reportedly improvised, suggested by the actors themselves, so it made the scene come off more genuine? You like that?
There's a lot of scenes that could be made better by letting the characters be the characters. And
for instance, Dumb and Dumber, the most annoying sound in the world, that was improvised by Jim Carrey. You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
I didn't know this one, but in Pretty Women, the scene where he's holding the jewelry box open to her, the necklace, and he snaps it shut on her, it was a prank that he pulled on her. but her laugh was so genuine and cute. They kept it in the film.
I did. Yeah. I did see that. Now you mentioned, I remember that.
Sarah's gonna love this one. In the first Thor, Chris Hemsworth improvised, "This drink, I like it. Another."
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Man,
Are you kidding me?
She did not know that.
Chris Hemsworth playing Thor? You didn't think I knew that? Whenever you met me, I had a Thor cutout.
Yeah, you
You
did.
don't think I didn't love Thor? You don't think
She
I didn't
did.
know that?
She did. She had Thor.
The only reason I got rid of it is because it got ruined in the flood.
I'm sorry. We lost a lot of things, man. I lost freaking some of my VHS. I lost so much.
We lost a lot in that flood. It sucked.
That sucked. Did you know the "I'm a Zit" from James Belushi? John Belushi, I mean.
Animal House. Yep.
Improvised. Did you
Yep.
know that?
Animal House.
Did
Yep.
you know that?
Yep.
You did?
Yep. I did know that.
What about you,
I
Sarah?
don't know how
I never
don't know
saw
how I found
Animal
out,
House.
but yeah, I did know. You've never seen
I
Animal
have
House?
never seen
Sarah.
It's so funny.
The iconic line from They Live, did you guys know that was improvised? The one where he says, "I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass and I'm all out of bubblegum." That was improvised.
Which
by
movie was that?
They Live. That was improvised by Roddy Piper. And then did you also know that Robin Williams improvised the "Oh, it was a drive-by fruiting"?
I think Robin Williams just about improvised just about
Oh, yeah.
everything he ever
They
did.
gave him free
Dude,
reign.
Yeah.
Dude, I want
They
to
just let him go off.
I want to see the rated R NC-17 version of Mrs. Doubtfire, because they said that he ad-libs so much that apparently that there's an R-rated cut they could make.
Ooh, that would be so
They
cool.
probably need
I
to
would
dig
love to
deep
see
into
that.
the archives for that, but I want that. They need to release that in his memory, bro. Like in his honor, they need, like, for an anniversary. Like, I want an R-rated Miss Doubtfire. Could you imagine?
I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
Oh my!
Just imagine some of the, because have you ever seen any of his like stand up?
Oh yeah,
he's
He is
I-
a raunchy motherfucker.
That's hilarious.
I have all of Robin Williams stuff, everything he ever did, plus the whole Mark and Mindy series. I got all of his.
I think
stuff.
he's Robin Williams' long lost brother.
That's why my dad bought me the Robin Williams collection.
Death by Smoochie.
Oh yes, that's a
That
fun
movie
one.
was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Dude, Robin Williams was great in what was it?
Didn't he improvise
Insomnia.
Insomnia.
You seen
Yeah,
Insomnia?
Yeah.
I just got that on
Well, that's
Blu-ray.
what I
She
liked
hasn't
about.
seen that one.
He could play the drama and the comedy.
Oh my gosh,
Ins-
yeah.
Insomnia is great.
Patch Adams is
Oh my
one of
gosh.
very
man.
favorites. I love Patch
Yes.
Adams because it was funny
Nailed
and
it. Nailed
dramatic.
Hook.
it. Oh,
Hook.
Oh my God. Masterpiece.
he was probably like the king of improvisation,
absolutely
bro.
was.
on set.
Yeah.
Didn't he improvise most of his stuff like in Aladdin?
Yeah,
When
he,
was
he
doing
Oh,
improvised
yeah.
the entire beginning scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
Aladdin,
entire
there's all
beginning
that.
scene.
Yeah.
They literally
Yeah, they
put
just
him
let
in a room, put props on the table, and told him to go nuts.
Have you ever seen some
Yeah,
of
I
his?
bet he had fun with
You ever,
that.
ever seen some of his behind the scenes where he's doing voices and stuff like that? There's times where he starts going off the chain, where like it starts getting on like some of like the director's nerves or something like that, where they're just like, "Robin, that's not the line." He's like, "Oh, okay, maybe." You know, like, and he's like, "Say the line." He's like, "Oh, okay, I will."
He had
And then-
ADHD so
yeah,
hard.
And he's just like, dude, he just goes off, and they're just like, "Robin, just say what's on the page." "Oh, okay, I got you. And he's like,
What's on the
"Whoa,
page? What's on the page?
yeah, like, and he's just
I
like,
said it,
yeah, and
okay?
he kept doing the voices, and like, then he like, there's like times where he's like ducking like behind the booth, and he comes back up, oh, yeah. Like it's whole, you got to look it up, dude. Like some of his behind the scenes, like it's hilarious because there's times that he just goes off the rail, and they're just like, Robin, they're probably ready
that's
to get
fair.
out of there, and he's just like, whoa,
That's fair. I mean, that's fair.
dude. I would just listen to him riff all day, dude. I think that's hilarious. He's just having fun with it, and just like, and then because I think he probably knows he's getting to him, he's having even more fun.
Have you guys ever seen The Princess Diaries with Anne Hathaway?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're one of my.
You
I
made
love.
me.
I love. Yes, I did make
She
you.
make me. She said, "I'm so excited for Princess Diaries 3." Did
Well,
you know that
let's-
they fired her because of Brokeback Mountain? They said they were going to do a Princess Diaries 3, but they canned it because she showed her boobies.
Yeah. Well, now it's getting made.
Yeah,
Now the third one's gonna get made.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Disney was like, "We're done with you because you showed your titties."
yeah. Well, Disney needs to quit pulling the ship because
Yeah, they're ruining a lot of stuff.
they're pissing me off.
Disney's in a lot of
They're
trouble
stupid.
right now.
Yeah, they're
anyway.
stupid.
Everything
Well-
they touch turns to poison.
Yeah,
Well,
literally.
they're freaking Disney. You know, they're
Yeah.
underground. Disneyland has an underground child ring there. You know that?
Yeah.
Well, not underground, but that's where they they kidnap the kids there. You know that?
yeah.
Kids go missing there. Did you know that? Isn't that scary?
And you know what's even worse
That's
is
messed up.
that's one of the number one places that parents will leave their children if they're abandoning their children.
That
they
too.
leave them at Disney World.
That too. Kids get left there all the time. It's messed up.
Sad.
Messed up.
Yeah, but
Save the children.
back to my thing.
Sorry.
So there's a part in the movie where Anne Hathaway is on the bleachers and she spins and she falls on the bleachers. She actually fell. So everybody kind of stayed in character, and she kind of and whenever she was
Nice.
like, I'm fine, like she was telling everybody like, let's move forward, I'm fine. But yeah, she
wasn't.
actually busted ass.
Oh,
Was
I
really
think there's a
funny.
lot of those like that where
Oh,
things
yeah.
happen and they just keep going.
You didn't charge that light.
The
light behind you went out.
No, Bill. I'm sorry.
Can you still see me? Can you see me?
But
Don't go
Another
into
thing
the
is-
light.
she came on set already looking like Mia, and nobody knew it was Anne Hathaway.
Isn't that crazy?
Nobody
She looked
knew it
like
was her.
you.
Mia.
Sia.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
you're
Yua?
funny.
What?
She looked like you.
It wasn't
Princess
until
Pia?
after her makeover scene that everybody was like, "Oh fuck, that's Anne Hathaway."
That's Anne Hathaway.
I love Anne Hathaway.
I do
anyway.
too.
I love
She's-
her.
You
Her and Sandra Bullock.
got another.
Sandra Bullock is my very
Oh, yeah.
favorite. I love
Miss
her.
Congeniality.
Yeah,
yeah.
everything Sandra Bullock does.
That was fun.
Has been
Speed.
beautiful.
I fell in love
Oh.
with her in Speed, and I
Dude, I absolutely loved her and Ryan Reynolds together in.
I was just thinking about that
what was
Proposal.
Proposal.
Yeah,
The
oh,
yeah.
So good.
that was excellent.
That was such a good movie.
I love
My
everything she
favorite
does.
part
Shoot,
is when
we got
she
the
gets
top.
down on her hands and knees and she begs him to marry her so that she can stay in the country.
You remember the proposal joke in Deadpool Wolverine? Remember that?
Yes.
He's like, I've seen the proposal.
Oh yeah.
Or something like that. Is that what he says?
yeah.
So he brings up the proposal. It's hilarious. I want to throw another Mr. Williams improvising scenes out there. Is Goodwill Hunting. You guys seen that one? With Matt Damon?
I saw
Yeah,
it, yeah.
yeah. Where he's the teacher.
Yeah, the scene where they're sitting there and he says that he talks about how his wife
His
used
wife
to
fart.
when
Yeah,
she
that was
nervous.
ad lib. That was an
And
entirely
and
ad
those
lib
two-
story.
and those two are-
What was it on it?
that-
Whenever he's telling the story, whenever they were talking about how he knew she was the one, and it's because she farts.
He said he farts in her
It was a
sleep.
completely ad libbed.
Oh, really?
speech.
And those
yeah.
two laughing, giggling was just that was real.
Real. That was
chemistry
real.
laughing. So like, and they like, look at him like, go look at him laughing. Yeah, they're just getting it. See,
But you know what? That is true though. I mean, you fall in love with your partner for like. I mean, you could take so much from that speech, and it was a
I've
completely
been
ad
waiting
lib.
for her to
Right.
fart. I said, "Girl, one day you're gonna have to fart in front of me." And
He
one
would-
day she was
he
like,
would
"I gotta
stalk
fart." And I
me
said,
to the
Let's do it.
bathroom.
And she goes, and I was like, "Yeah."
He would literally stalk me to the bathroom. He goes, "You're gonna have to do it in front of me one of these days."
Yeah,
I was like,
one of these
"Okay,
days."
when I'm ready, let me do this in front of you. When I'm ready to do this in front of you." And then finally one day, I was like, I felt one brewing.
And she announced it.
So we were watching a movie. I was laying on my belly. We were watching a movie, and I
She
looked
made-
up at him and I said, "Ryan, I'm about to fart."
She made
He
an event.
paused the movie,
She made an event.
jumped around, and
Yeah.
stared at me like this.
I said, "Let's let it rip, girl." I said, "Beyblade that mullet and let it rip."
It wasn't like an overly impressive one, but you would have thought that I just had like the most epic fart on the planet.
It was probably like a
It
or
was,
something.
yeah, it
Or
was
like a little-
nothing big.
You know what I mean? Like
But
one of
he
those.
was just so excited
I said,
because he
"Yeah."
knew I was at that point then. Because
I
he's
said,
he's
"She
always been like the
comfortable now."
first one in our relationship. Like he was the first
Yeah.
one to say I love you.
Dude, now she dropped deuces like it ain't no problem. And she'll even call me into the bathroom like, "Hey, let me show you something."
I do not. You, however, don't like to flush the toilet.
I do too.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, I know. I went in there the other day. I
Hey,
had to pee so bad, and I go in there, and he's like,
I was gonna let you pee on top of it so we could save flushing.
"Yeah, that's not the excuse you said." You were like, "Oh, well, maybe you just didn't
Maybe it
flush.
didn't flush.
Maybe just now I know he
got
saved it
stuck.
for me. I knew he
No,
saved it
it's
for me.
stuck. It got
You're
stuck.
sick.
It got stuck.
Yes,
Bro, did you know that another Robin Williams and
Now he changes the subject.
I know, right? Quick, too.
he said, "Son of a bee, he stole my line." He said that for real.
Your butthole.
And Jack Nicholson and Tom Cruise with the whole "you can't handle the truth, I want the truth, you can't handle the truth," that was improvised. Did you guys
Oh,
know
that was improvised. You can't handle the truth.
Yup, that was
Really?
improvised.
That's my favorite line in the movie.
And did you know? You've talked about this one I think before. That Indiana Jones shooting that guy, it was just because he was tired.
Yeah.
That was a good improvisation.
That was hilarious. Perfect.
He just
Couldn't have been any better.
The Zoolander, Ben Stiller, he forgot his line whenever they were talking about male role models. So he's like, so why male role models? And he goes, are you serious? I just told you that a moment ago. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
And then the line in Wayne's World, did you know, when Garth says, did you ever find Bugs Bunny attractive when he put on the dress to play the girl? And Wayne said no, and they both start laughing. That was all. That was improvised. Did you know that one?
No, I did not.
Did you know the Wolf of Wall Street? Anybody? That scene was improvised. Because that's actually
What are you doing?
I don't know, but that's what
He looks like a gorilla, don't he?
that's what Matthew McConaughey did. He says it kept beating his chest because it's a thing that he does like before, like apparently he does like sometimes before he gets into a scene, like it's like a calming thing he does, like, and so he actually improvised that into the scene, into the movie where he's like, and they're at a dinner table. That was improvised. So he just let it rock. You guys got any more? Because did you know that game over, man? Game over.
I know there's others that I'm thinking about.
I know there are so many more. And like
I just gave you one.
I know.
Bill Paxton, Aliens. Anybody?
Yeah.
That was improvised by the Sir Great Late Bill Paxton.
That makes me think of
He said,
another
game
one.
over, man. Game over. Did you know I just found out today that apparently what happened to him could have been
Completely avoided.
avoided?
Mm-hmm.
I just found that out.
Yeah.
His surgery thing could have been completely avoided.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could
Shitty
still
doctor.
He could still, yeah, a shitty doctor. He could still be living with us
Literally,
today.
yeah. He would still be alive today
He
if
died
he
the
just
next day
went to a
because of
different
eternal
doctor.
bleeding and all that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. Rest in peace, man. Woo!
Absolutely.
Bill Paxton.
Independence Day.
Only man to get killed by a Terminator, an alien, and a predator
That is
ever
Yep.
in history. Independence Day.
Yep. Independence Day. The scene where Will Smith is dragging the alien behind him.
Yeah.
That entire like monologue was improvised. There was actually the alien, the chemicals and things that they used on the aliens had a horrid smell. So whenever he yelled, "And what's that motherfucking smell?" That was literally him reacting to the smell.
You guys think of that?
I love that movie.
Woo!
Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum just made.
Go boom.
Sorry, I'm tired.
Jeff Go boom boom.
Goldblum.
Bam bam.
He did an amazing. They both did an amazing job in that movie.
I know that Jim Carrey's had a lot of improvisations in his movies and
Oh
stuff
my
like
gosh,
that.
he's almost just like Robin Williams.
Yeah, I want to like those two are probably the king of improvisation.
Absolutely, they're funny.
Did you guys know that Chris Farley was actually originally supposed to be the cable guy? Did you guys know that?
No.
I did not know that.
Chris Farley was, yeah. Just like he was going to do Shrek, but he
Yeah,
had
he
already
was supposed to be
he had
Shrek,
already
too.
done
Some of his
some of his lines for Shrek, but
There
he
is some of his
he didn't-
audio recording
yeah,
out.
he didn't get to shoot the cable guy. The I forget what exactly happened, but I know that they found out that like he was kind of hurt over it too, because apparently they had actually offered Jim Carrey more money than they were going to pay him, so he was just like, yeah.
Wow,
crazy.
that's
Wow.
kind of shitty.
You got to find that out.
That
Like, well,
sucks.
damn, not only did they get Jim Carrey, but they paid him more than they were going to pay me.
Hmm.
But that was kind of like, I think when he was starting to go down, like, kind of like his path there, because he was kind of dealing with some stuff, and he had
Yeah.
just done, his last full movie was Almost Heroes. But yeah, he was originally going to be the cable guy, originally.
Did they maybe switch part of it because of the route he was taking? Maybe they were worried about
I can't
the
remember.
direction he was going.
I mean,
or-
maybe.
Well, Chris Farley even said the original script that was written for him, he said was more of a straight comedy. But then the one that we got, which I ended up thinking I think was a better fit, was like a dark comedy.
I like darker spins on things.
Yeah.
I really do.
I thought that was a little bit more fun, or like
dark
than a
comedy
straight
is some of
comedy.
my favorite.
But I mean, Chris Farley, I could see him doing some of that stuff, like just really selling it, just like being that
Mhm.
overprotective, like, hey, can I start your cable? Ah, yeah. I wish I could do a good Chris Farley, but I
Yeah.
can't.
No, you
two
can't.
dark comedies
I
that
can
are
do
out
a
now.
good
And
Matt
I
Foley.
Mhm.
told you earlier, Normal and Over Your Dead Body.
Yeah,
Those are two dark.
I've heard of Over
comedies.
Your Dead
Body?
Body. I want to see that.
You sure?
Yeah.
What about Faces of Death? I heard that was good.
Yeah, I liked it. Okay, as long as I knew that
gonna
it
go
wasn't
see it.
actual. Because when the film first came out in
It was
the
real.
70s, was it?
Did you know that?
The-
It was
the
real
ori-
people.
No.
Yep.
No.
I thought it was.
No. Everybody did. That's what I was getting ready to say. When it came out in the 70s, I refused to go see it.
Yeah.
Back then, you didn't have the internet. You didn't have the truth out there. They build it in order to get people in there. They build it saying, these are real people getting murdered, real people getting killed.
They did that same shit with the Blair Witch.
Yeah. And it wasn't.
They just said they went missing, not dead.
And it wasn't real. It was scripted, you know. And so this movie, the new movie, is somebody that's copying from, you know, the original Faces of Death. But once again, it's all, they're recreating. Yeah. And once again, it's not, what you're seeing is not real. Yep. It was all scripted. Because if it would have been something where it was real people getting killed, I wouldn't watch it, because I wouldn't pay money for entertainment to see the suffering.
Yeah, that's
of
not
other
entertainment.
People.
That's not entertainment.
Because whoever these people are, they have families, they have kids, they have you know, relate, you know, and so to me that would be cruel. And to pay money for entertainment or watching other people suffer, I wouldn't do it. That's why I never saw the original, because I refused to do it. But like I said, back then, you didn't have the internet telling you the truth. You only had what the movie theaters trying to, and that was their hook.
What is your deal, bro?
That was their hook. What is your deal?
I just
you hear us talking?
Don't you see me improvising? Did you guys know that was improvised? Improvisation.
Anyway,
I like I said, I wouldn't have gone to see the original had it not been.
You got 2 minutes.
If it would have been real.
Yeah.
Out of my face. Out of my face. It's all me up in here. You can't handle that.
Has she been hitting my Mountain Dew?
It's spiked.
You'd think. I tell you what.
Scary movie.
I don't know how he has all the energy he does. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed.
He wears me out.
I tell you what. Live with him. Yeah. Live with him.
No. How dare you?
Me and him would
talk about cruel. That's worse than Faces of Death.
Me and him, we'd have so much fun, man. We'd probably be creating skits every single day.
Yeah, he'd be tired of you so fast.
No, he'd be tired of me.
That's what I'm saying.
No. There was somebody I was supposed to, when I moved back home, there was somebody I was supposed to get real tired of real fast. But I got tired of his real fast. Not him. Isn't that right, sir?
Yeah.
There was somebody who said, as soon as you move back, man, we're going to hang out so much, you're going to get so tired of me. And guess what happened?
Hang out twice.
Tired of you?
No, I got tired of his BS because he was a little freaking, he never actually came over and hung out and kept making up BS excuses. And I'm moving on past that because it's the end show, folks.
It's over.
Aww.
This was a fun one. We really made the hour long.
I don't believe you.
No, I got into this episode.
As soon as it's over and you leave, she's like, man, that was the worst episode ever.
No, but as soon as it's over, I'm going to take off my headphones and go upstairs because I got to pee.
She's always got to pee after the episode.
I do. I had to look at my big old cup.
That's why I don't get soda in the movie theaters. Yeah. I refuse to get up and miss any part of the movie. So I'll sit there and I'll suffer for an hour and a half. Oh, this movie is so good. When is it going to be over?
It's over right now.
Bye.
That's what the haters do right there. They're like, oh, yeah, it's over finally. But guess what? You watched it still, motherfucker.
You're a dork.
They still watched it. They still watched it. It don't matter.
And they'll say, and you know what they're saying right now? Yeah, but will we watch the next one?
Yeah. Or they'll be like, you ain't getting a like from me. You're going to get a dislike. But you still gave me a view. Oh, and the watch time if you watch the full thing.
You're a dork.
Take care, y'all. Till next time.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for watching and listening. That was a fun episode. If you guys would tell us what some of your favorite improvised, if any of those were brand new to you or not, because I don't know. So it's the end of this episode, and I don't know how to rap anymore because I used to do something really cool at the end, but now I just sound lame anymore.
I want to leave this guy. Bye.
Shake those titties for the audience, OnlyFans.com.
Okay, here we go. Don't go lay off the caffeine.
Lock them up. Lock them up. Real Talk After Dark OnlyFans starting right now, brand new.